problems for such a long time that that's the first time in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've never had them leave something on your car before. That's a new one. Normally they come out here and they catch you at your car.
Right.
So they can legally write you a ticket. But I'm not too worried about it though. Well, hello everybody. We're out on a trail ride here, and I'm sorry, Moo Moos. But anyway, we're out on a new trail ride. I've never been on this trail before. So we're out here riding, been out here for about an hour. And it's been a pretty nice trail. This one's called the Gila River Loop in this book right here. This is the trail, or the book that I got this trail out of. And the link is in my description if you would like to get one of these. But this is the trail. This is the trail that we're on right here, and it's on page 148. This is where we're at, and I'm just kind of following the trail here. And it's been kind of a moderate, easygoing ride so far. I haven't had to flip on the four-wheel drive or anything, but it's super scenic. Look at that. I think if you've got a stock four-wheel drive truck, you could do this trail. I mean, so far anyway, you could do this trail. I mean, it would be challenging in some spots, but I think a stock four-wheel drive could get through here. Definitely a stock Jeep or Bronco or something like that for sure, but something like a four-wheel drive pickup truck, or like one of those Canyons like my dad's, or Ford Ranger like mine, you could probably get through here no problem if you were so inclined to do so. Little Toyota trucks, I would suggest not taking a full-size. Don't take a full-size vehicle on this trail, because it's tight. It's pretty tight in a lot of spots. I mean, you could. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, but you better not care about your paint job is all I'm saying. This is probably better for smaller, more narrow vehicles, like I mentioned. This would be an awesome Jeep trail. If you got yourself a stock Jeep and you like to go on leisurely four-wheel drive trips, this trail would be ideal for that. Man, I need to get my drones out, man, because look at that, how pretty that is. Wow. I don't have any other cameras going right now. I haven't even got them out yet. I'm going to stop up here at this particular waypoint up yonder. I'm going to stop at the river. I'm going to get some pictures of the railroad truss. It's like a bridge that goes across the Gila River for the train to get by, which is kind of cool. I have been through the tunnel. I have been underneath this truss in the past, but coming in from the totally opposite direction. This has been the worst section so far, really, is where we're at right now. I would have hit right there. I for sure would have hit right there if it wasn't for my handy dandy cubic dollar off-road lift kit. Man, those are some interesting rocks, man. I am telling you. I can imagine that there are some mountain goats up in there. I like mountain goats. I like to see mountain goats. You don't see them very often, but I do like to see them. And, you know, we were out here all by our lonesome, man. We haven't seen a soul once we actually got on the trail. But there is a large amount of people camping at the staging, around, in and around the staging area, which is, which was, you know, we had weird. I mean, we parked in the staging area. There was nobody there but me and my dad. And then next thing you know, about 5 minutes later, a bunch of people just started raining in, man. You know, like they were right behind us. And now the staging area is completely full. And like always, it happens every damn time. Some jackwad parked directly in front of my truck, to where now, you know, it's going to be difficult to get my truck out of the staging area, man. It's unbelievable how stupid some people are, but it is what it is. It happens so frequently. You know, if everybody would just file in you know, in a row, everybody could get out and nobody would have to, you know, dodge somebody else's vehicle. But no, couldn't possibly do that, because that would be the smart thing to do. And there's just a lot of stupid people out there. And there's a lot of stupid people with enough money to buy off-road vehicles. So, yeah, next thing you know, you got a lot of stupid people in your way. You can't get away from them. I remember the good old days when I first started off-roading with an ATV. I guess that would have been somewhere in the 19. I guess I got my first ATV somewhere around 1997, something like that. Rode dirt bikes before that. I guess you could count that as well, but I'm just going to count ATV, UTV. Back in the day, man, it was not uncommon for us to, a whole group of us, you know, we would have big groups. We had a website, you know, where you would go and people would post rides, and you decide what ride you wanted to go on that weekend or whatever. And my group that, you know, that I went with, that I, you know, kind of branched off and started my own like little riding club kind of thing. We named it Wild West Riders. And that was like our own separate, like, extreme riding group, you know, where we went on extreme trails. And it wasn't uncommon for us not to see a soul, man. We'd go out on these trails, and, you know, it was unusual, actually, to see somebody on the trail, you know. Oh, wow, I wonder if I could climb up that. Doesn't somebody want to see if I can climb up this like 4-foot ledge? I want to see. Ha! I did it. How about that? Dude, that had to have been like every bit of 4 feet, but realistically probably like 3 feet. And then my dad just went around. I don't blame him. That probably wasn't smart, but it sure was cool. That was a pretty big step. All right. What do we got going on here? We down by the river. Oh, beat me up. And by the way, guys, my back is hurting like a some gun today. But I came out anyway. Suddenly, a slight irritation in my like lower extremities yesterday. right side of my stomach area a little sore, like I had bruised it or something, kind of felt like that. And then woke up today and my lower back on the right hand side was hurting pretty good. So yeah, real super happy about that. And it just came out of nowhere too. I mean, I was fine. I was fine all week. There wasn't any problems. And then, yeah, next thing you know, mo fun. Dude, this having a backache or back problems, I gotta tell you, it thoroughly sucks. It's changing my life actually to make it to where every time I want to do something, I have to think about how my back feels. And I got to tell you, man, it is not fun. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the reason that my back hurts now in my, slightly over the hill age group right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it hurts as bad because I've spent, you know, a lifetime doing this. You know, this kind of thing right here, off-roading. It would not surprise me one bit if this is the cause of the issue. You know, constantly bouncing around out here. You know, but I don't know. I just don't know. Because I can't point to anything, you know, any one thing that, that I did to hurt my back. It just, you know, started being a problem. You know, my muscles in my back, that seems to be what it is. It's the muscles in my back. It doesn't seem to be bone related, because they took an x-ray and everything, and there's nothing seemingly wrong with my back. It just seems to be like, you know, like muscles. And I just hope that we don't find out as we go along that there's, you know, something more wrong. Like, for instance, some of my worries are fibromyalgia or MS. You know, what if I've got something like that and it just hasn't been diagnosed yet? You know, what if that's the case? You know, Parkinson's or something like that. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if any of that even makes sense. I'm just saying that what if it's more serious than I know at this point in time? Wouldn't that just suck? A little concerned about it. No doubt about it. But up here, there's going to be, according to the trail book, this is very deep sand, by the way. Very deep sand. Very deep sand. Holy shnikes. The tires are just spinning. Okay, so let's see here. So is that the trail? Let's see here. So looks like lots of folks. There's camping folks. Okay, so we got folks over there. And then we got let's see where this goes. Can't help but know. So if you go left, let's find out where this goes. Aha! Goes over here. Interesting. How you doing? Good.